In this video, we are using Autodesk Inventor 2015 to look at the loft tool that combines two different shapes over a given distance. So I'm going to click on the part file to begin with, open up a new part, and then I'm going to sketch any shape that I want. Let's say I'm going to go to the XY plane and I'm going to draw a polygon. I'm going to draw a 8-sided shape. I'm going to draw that on the screen. Get it just about how I want it. I can still dimension this shape. Say I want it. I'm going to make this 12 inches across. Zoom out. There's my shape. And now I'm going to have another shape that I want to connect it to. Say I have a tunnel that's going to convert from an octagon to an ellipse, and I want to gradually do that over the distance. Okay. So now I'm done with that sketch. What I'm going to do is click the plane command at the top. Go in my browser window, open up my origin folder, and find the window I just drew in. XY plane, that's it. So I'm going to click on the XY plane, and I should be able to drag this and move it a distance away. Say I want this shape 24 inches from the original octagon. I would type 24 in using my keys and press enter. I now have a plane set up that's 24 inches away from my original octagon, and I can draw on it. Notice that if I move my mouse to the edge, it changes color, and I'm going to click. And the small icons that come up on the screen, the one on the right, says create sketch. So let's create a new sketch. At this point, I think I am going to make an ellipse, something a bit different. So I'm just going to trace out my shape, see about where I want to get it. I'm going to right click and say OK. Looks like a decent ellipse. And I'm going to match the centers up. It's not necessary, but I want this to be a very smooth transition. So I'm going to line up the center points for both of these objects. I can click Finish Sketch. I notice that there's a distance separating them, and the Loft tool, you might find that under Sweep here at the top. It's called Loft. This is going to help me connect these shapes. I notice that the ellipse turns red when I move my mouse to the circle. I can click that. And then my octagon also changes shape, so I can click that. And I have a shape that's going to connect both of these objects. I can do a solid, or if I wanted to say this is a tunnel for some sort of playground, I could try to do that too. Okay, there we go. That's our Loft tool. I'm going to get rid of the work plane by right-clicking our work plane in the browser, unchecking the visibility button. I have a nice shape that transitions from an octagon to an ellipse.